Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear viewers, and welcome back. Still, we are in the middle of our series of lessons in conditionals. We have covered the first conditional, the second conditional, and today we're going to look at the third conditional. So let's get started. And the third conditional, when we want to form the third conditional, we use if plus past perfect plus would have. And I want to repeat again, I also said previously, when we want to pronounce this word, we say would plus would have plus past participle. This is the formula that one should follow if they want to make pass a third conditional sentence. So, what is the use of the third conditional? When you want to learn the third conditional, when do we use it? When is it suitable to use it? The third conditional sentences are not or aren't based on fact. Like the second conditional, the third conditional is also contrary to reality. I mean, it is not based on fact. Let's look at the examples. If you had come to the party, I would like you to understand the formula. We want to compare the formula and the sentence. This is if plus subject you, and then this is the past perfect. If you had come to the party, then this is the comma, then you would have. So this is would have plus past participle had. If you had come to the party, you would have had a great time. Haddii aad imaan lahayd partiga, you would have had a great time. Waqti fiican ayaad qaadan lahayd. That means that partiga maadan imaanin. That is called the third conditional sentence. If you had come to the party, comma, you would have had a great time. We can also start the sentence with the result clause here. We can say, you would have had a great time if you had come to the party. I can start from the result clause. But when I start the sentence with the result clause, we will not have comma. But when we start the sentence with if clause, if, then we should have comma. That's a must. Let's go to the next example. I wouldn't. So you see, we started with the result clause. We only made it negative. I wouldn't, you see, I wouldn't have met. I wouldn't have met, past participle. I wouldn't have met my wife if I hadn't gone to France. See that? I wouldn't have met my wife if I hadn't gone to France. Which means that this person went to France, he met his wife there, then finally they got married. So, I wouldn't have met my wife. Haskayga maan la kulmi lahayn haddii aan aadi lahayn France. That means that France inuu aado iyo xaaska la kulankiisa isku xirnaayeen. I wouldn't have met my wife. Xaaskayga lama kulmi lahayn haddii aan aadi lahayn France. That is the third conditional. Now, after learning the first conditional, the third conditional, and the second conditional, we have other structures that express hypothesis. Okay? Yeah. Hypothesis is information that we already know, but we don't know whether it's a fact or not. Let's see now. When you want to express hypothesis, we have quite number of words like I wish, if only, and I would rather. These are the words that are commonly used. I wish, if only, I would rather. Let's look at this one by one. I wish I were taller. This is now, whenever we use I wish, then we have to use the past simple. I wish I were taller. But what is the meaning? But I am not. It means I'm short. So this is just, it's not based on fact. I wish I were taller. It means, but I'm not. You see? I wish I were a prime minister. You can also say like that. I wish I were a policeman. Remember, some students might ask themselves, why are we using were with I? You can also say, I wish I was taller. But when we are learning the conditionals, we said that we prefer were to was. So you can say, I were, he were, they were. That is okay. There is no problem with it. Number two, if only you hadn't said that. If only you hadn't said that. But what does it mean? You did. You already said. If only you hadn't said that, things will be okay. But you did. That's also other structures that express hypothesis. Number three, I would rather you didn't wear lots of makeup. Remember, ladies can wear makeup, or they can also put on makeup. I would rather you didn't wear lots of makeup, but you do. This girl usually wears a lot of makeup when she's going to a party or wedding. So we want to learn the meaning of I would rather. Since it is a bit challenging, I would rather is used as a polite way, very polite way, to tell someone to do something differently. So when you say, I will rather you, so often I will rather you did not wear jeans. Why? You don't look good on jeans. So you see that? So what is the negative of I would rather? I would rather you didn't. That is the negative. I would rather you didn't is equal to, or it is similar to, no. Simple. So I would rather you didn't, no. As a polite way. Let's look at this example now. Someone might tell you, can I smoke in here? Can I smoke in here? Remember, and it is not allowed for people to smoke, at certain areas like hospitals, schools, and many other institutions. So someone might ask you, can I smoke in here? Then no. Instead of saying no, you should be polite. You should say, I would rather you didn't. I would rather you didn't means no in a polite way. And that is all about our lesson. And thank you very much for watching.